Welcome back, people. This is RR37. My name is Rich. We're back tonight with another WWE 2K19 Universe Mode episode. It is SmackDown's turn tonight. The first SmackDown, of course, since Money in the Bank. We got some big matches for you tonight. It's a good card, and we're going to waste absolutely no time, and we're going to jump into that right after the boss has spoken, apparently. It is Chris Hammer in the ring, so let's check in, see what he has to say. So first of all, how are you all tonight? The new era of our SmackDown universe is in full swing. As you can see, I'm standing in a newly designed ring, in a newly designed arena, and I feel great. The transition from Game of Life to RR37 is now complete, giving me absolute 100% control of this show. And speaking of, we had our first bit of pay-per-view action here from SmackDown just a few nights ago with Money in the Bank, and I would have to say it was a huge success. We now have the Money in the Bank briefcase on this show. So I want to thank all of the guys for that, all of the women as well that competed. It was a great success for SmackDown, as was the very first steel cage match in Universe Mode history. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. So we go into the new era of SmackDown with a brand new WWE champion. One that I do have a bit of a problem with, and you all know that by now. Randy Orton. See, he's been taking the mick for too long on this show now. Him and his buddy Razor. So, Randy, I hope you've enjoyed that match and your recuperation time, because tonight you and AJ Styles are gonna do it all over again. Even the steel cage part of it for your WWE title. It is AJ Styles rematch. It is happening tonight. So SmackDown has now the first and the second cage match in history in Universe Mode. And yeah, if you win tonight, Randy, I already have handpicked your #1 contender for SummerSlam, and his name is Razor River. Yes, you heard me right, Razor Rivers. Now, one more piece of business to take care of. All the women have been called here tonight to introduce this woman here as your new leader of the SmackDown Women's Division. So, thank you for that, Chris. This is a massive opportunity for me. I thought I was done here when Mike got taken out a few weeks back, but no, I'm back, and I have more power than I have ever had in my entire career, Universe Mode or otherwise, and I intend to do the best possible job for all the women in this division that I can do here. I intend to do the best job for all of you watching in this arena, and all of you watching on RR37's YouTube channel. I am going to try and do my best by all of you as well. And that starts right here tonight on SmackDown. I'm wasting no time. I'm making my first match. See, we have got everyone past and present here in the women's division. And I just want to renew a little rivalry here tonight that we have seen before. And that is going to be Lita versus Trish Stratus. And that is going to be one of our live matches here tonight. But it doesn't stop there. No. We are also going to have Paige versus Charlotte Flair. You see, I know Charlotte wants her title back, and I know Paige is saying that she's going to have to wait till SummerSlam. Well, no. If Charlotte beats Paige here tonight, Charlotte next week will have her rematch. Thank you very much, everybody, and enjoy the show. Oh my god, what a start to the show. It is going to be an absolutely crazy one tonight. We can feel it already. Big moves from Hammer and Maria tonight already. So, wait, we've got something else going on now as we've seen Casey Jackson talking to Chris Hammer. What the hell is all this about? We've also got backstage Randy Orton and Razor Rivers. You can hazard a guess as to what those two are talking about. It looks like quite a heated discussion there, and no surprise with what Hammer announced earlier. If Randy wins tonight, then his friend and his student become the #1 contender, and you can only imagine that they're thrashing out some kind of deal there. Something to do with the title, obviously. As Razor walks away now, they must obviously have sorted that deal out, if that was indeed a deal. Anyway, we're sticking with Razor Rivers at the moment for some reason. Not sure where he's going or what Jeff Hardy just says to him, but he's assaulted Jeff. I don't think Jeff saw that coming for 1 minute. He just had his head bounced straight off the wall now. And Rivers has got him up in the suplex position on that back that we saw Jeff Hardy injure last week. I was going to get to that later in the night, but it seems more appropriate to do it now. Hardy did indeed in his match with Samoa Joe. If you saw that last week, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, it is up on the channel now, and it might be worth going to watch it so you understand. But that one moment in the match where it looked like Jeff did hurt his back and his ribs, he did indeed do that, and Rivers at the moment is targeting that back, and then Rivers with the chair again. I don't know what Jeff said, but that he can't have been worthy of doing this. He's not done with him yet either. Into that crate he goes, and Jeff at the moment cannot get any offense in. He's really said something that has triggered Rivers here, and Rivers throwing him towards the table. This does not look good for Hardy, not at all. What we're going to see here, the kick to that gut them ribs that I was just talking about. Powerbomb position now. We've seen this before, and are we going to see it again? We are indeed. Jeffy's powerbomb through the table to the floor. I don't know what was said, but there was no need for that, surely. It just goes to show that exactly what Hammer is talking about. Randy Orton and Razor Rivers are completely and utterly out of control. But anyway guys, after a wild start to the show tonight, it is about time now that we got into the actual match card. And we are going to be kicking off tonight's action with Cassius Ohno getting another chance against The Miz. The Miz, who was embarrassed a couple of weeks ago by Samoa Joe, he gets a chance to just rebuild himself, I suppose. Tonight I can't really think of a better word than that, but The Miz is desperately now in need of a good showing off the cameras, which is not what he'll like, but it is what it is. He needs to earn the right to get back higher up the card once again, and Cassius Ohno has got the chance to get himself going again as well. We have Shinsuke Nakamura back on the card tonight, as well as a recovering Tony Nese, who I think he's nowhere near 100%, I can confirm that, but I think this may be his last shot here. We thought he had gone at one point completely. We thought the attacker had took him completely out, but apparently he, against Doctor's wishes, wants one more shot tonight, so he's going to be going up against the US champion in Shinsuke Nakamura. And speaking of Shinsuke, he will have one eye on this one, even though it's straight after he's just competed. These have not been forced to do this by Chris Hammer tonight. They have both agreed to it. They've both been pretty successful in this universe mode so far, both as a tag team and in singles competition. And this here is a shot at becoming the #1 contender for the US Heavyweight Championship, which is why I think Shinsuke will be watching this. They've agreed to fight one another. They are still going to be friends come the end of the night, apparently. We shall see, but that seems a bit of a trend on SmackDown at the moment. And if there's one thing that can come between friendships in this industry, it is titles. So we will see how that plays out, but that is a very intriguing match there. And this, I can confirm, is what Casey Jackson and Chris Hammer were talking about. It's just been added to the card. He wanted an opportunity tonight, and he's got one. It is non-title, but a win over any champion is going to open doors for you in this universe mode. So that is exactly what the family are going to be looking to do tonight against the Bludgeon Brothers. They're undefeated at the moment. Questionable tactics, yes. Questionable results, absolutely not. It is perfect so far. Only a couple of matches, but that's all the opportunities they've been given, which is why Casey probably decided he was going to take that into his own hands tonight and get a match made himself. So intriguing one there, one that could definitely open some doors for the family. And also the Bludgeon Brothers themselves have wanted more exposure, so they get a chance to show out tonight as well. And then we have got the first match that Maria was talking about. It is Paige versus Charlotte. We already know what's at stake here. If Charlotte can somehow beat Paige tonight, and keep in mind Paige in singles competition is still unbeaten herself, then she does not have to wait till SummerSlam for her title rematch. She will get it next week here on SmackDown if she wants to, but she has to beat Paige to do that. Can she do it? Well, I don't know. Like I said, Paige is unbeaten at the moment in singles one-on-one competition, so gonna be a tough one, but if anyone can do it, Charlotte can, right? So we'll see how that plays out. And then, God bless Maria for this one. What a match she has made here. These two women were absolute trailblazers back in the Attitude Era. Lita, the High Flyer, against one of probably, arguably, the most, I think, all-round talented women back in the Attitude Era. She was certainly a favourite of mine, Trish Stratus. Cannot believe we have got this match here on SmackDown. I never thought I would see it again, but we're going to, all thanks to Maria. What a piece of business she's done for SmackDown there, and she's only been in the job a matter of minutes. Unbelievable. Cannot wait for that one. And then to round it out, just as you think things cannot get any bigger, they then go and get bigger as we have a Money in the Bank rematch. Complete rematch as well, steel cage included, as Randy Orton this time is the defending champion against AJ Styles in the title rematch. What an absolute wild one that is going to be. So once again, props to SmackDown, really strong card. Can't wait to jump in, so let's not waste any more time. Let's do that now and get this show started properly. Starting with the results, or wait, not starting with the results because Eric Young's in the ring now. So many interruptions tonight, but let's see what Eric's got to say. So, you all didn't think I'd do it, did you? You didn't. I know that you didn't. Not one person in that match took Eric Young seriously. Not one person in that arena took Eric Young seriously. But I bet you they are now. You see, this universe mode was promised to be all about the wins and all about the losses. Not about the aesthetics and the characters and all of that lot that goes with it. Just what you can get done in this ring. Well, I have to say that is true. You see, I went into that Money in the Bank match not in the greatest form, but I was damn determined that I was not going to give up any more of my body than was needed until I got into that ladder match itself. So yeah, I sacrificed a couple of losses once I got my place booked. Tactically, I did that. And then I went into that match fresher than what anyone else did, who was giving it their all to get wins on the way in there, all to get that momentum on the way into that match. Those guys are idiots, they're fools. They couldn't see the bigger picture. Not like me. I saw that picture long before all of them. And now you're looking at Mr. Money in the Bank. And I played it tactically going into that ladder match, and I'm going to play it tactically again whenever I decide to have my title match. And SmackDown and Universe mode, it's all about to go into a new dark era. An era where Sanity's on top, where Eric Young's on top. Unconventional champions, unpredictability, chaos, anarchy, all of it is coming to SmackDown. All courtesy of Eric Young. All courtesy of Sanity. I'm gonna be Mr. Money in the Bank for a while, and then I'm gonna be WWE Champion. But for now, I'm out of here. What a crazy promo, what a crazy guy. Apparently we're heading into a new dark era. Can you imagine if this man as WWE Champion? Well, that might just be something that we have to get used to around here, because he does have that briefcase. And the Miz does put a bit of respect back on his name as we go into the results now by beating Cassius Ohno tonight. Another opportunity wasted for Cassius. I'm wondering, was it too early to be brought up to the main roster, because he's just not really finding a place to fit at the moment. He just can't get it done. It's not even consistency with him. He has the talent, but he just doesn't seem to be able to put it all together at the moment. He's someone I could maybe see slipping back down to NXT, but it's not to me to make those kinds of decisions. And getting it done tonight is the US Heavyweight Champion, Tony Nese. We talked about earlier, was this his last chance? He came here, signed the forms to say he wasn't going to hold anybody responsible if he got hurt. Thankfully, he didn't get hurt. He only got hurt enough to lose. It's probably his pride and his ego that's hurt more than anything, but that could be his final chance. And I'm assuming, like I said, Shinsuke kept an eye on this and would have seen that Cesaro has got the job done on Sheamus. I can confirm that Sheamus did raise Cesaro's hand at the end of this match, so I fully expect these to still be friends going forward, and probably Sheamus to even support Cesaro now as he targets Shinsuke Nakamura and the US Heavyweight Championship going into SummerSlam. The family asked for this match tonight. The family got it done. It's another loss in non-title competition for the Bludgeon Brothers. It's almost like they just can't get themselves to the levels that they need to unless they're defending their titles. It is a clean win for the family tonight, as it's David this time that picks up the win for the Jacksons. And yeah, it's nice to actually see them get a pinfall. Charlotte, talking about SummerSlam, is going to have to wait until that very show to get herself a rematch, as she fails to get the job done against Paige tonight. So, one-on-one competition, that is another win for Paige. Will Charlotte take that line down? I'm not exactly sure. I wouldn't have thought so. So Paige is going to have to watch her back. The good thing for her, though, is that the women's Money in the Bank briefcase is over on Raw. And then that leads us nicely to a match that I just cannot wait for. It is our first live one tonight. It is Lita versus Trish Stratus once again. Thank you, Maria, for this. And here we go. We do not have to wait any longer. It is so good to see these women back on the card, even if it's for one night only. Even if it's for one night only. Have they still got it? Can they still dish out the same kind of entertainment as they did? These two women absolutely rocked the Universe Mode era. They were great in the ring, great out the ring, and we're going to see if they can bring that to the table tonight as legends now. They're not on full-time contracts, so make the most of this, guys. It legitimately is something that could never happen again. So I'm enjoying it. I'm stoked for this. I hope you are too. It is Lita in the ring making her Universe Mold debut against, for me, what was the woman in the Attitude Era. Undoubtedly the most successful woman in the Attitude Era, but she started as a valet, a manager. She worked so damn hard and become so good in the ring, and she really she was just successful. She had championships all the time, and like I said, she was great in the ring, she was great out the ring. Hoping that she can bring that with her tonight, because if they can both deliver, this is going to be one hell of a good match. And here we go now. Trish Stratus, Lita, Universe Mode, first live match tonight, the 11th week of SmackDown in our Universe Mode. Never ever thought I would see this. They still both look to be in fantastic shape. Trish appears to be the stronger of the two at this point, putting that power forward, but Lita there with the Hurricane Rana, absolutely just something that she would do. She's still got that in the arsenal. But they're standing and trading strikes at the moment. It's back into the collar and elbow, and Trish just shoves Lita off, but Lita looks the step quicker of the two, so interesting to see what they're both still bringing to the table at the moment. Like I say, Trish seems to have the power advantage. Lita just seems that half a step quicker. Into the snap suplex now. Beautiful move from Lita there. Went for the kick. Trish avoids it, and this time she does connect with that forearm. I still am a bit taken aback that we're even seeing this at the moment. Drop kick to the back there from Trish. Vicious. She had that in the locker as well. When she wanted to be, Trish would get down and dirty in the ring. She didn't mind breaking the rules as we go into a cover, but it's only a 1 count. There'll be a tremendous amount of bragging rights for these two women if one of them will get the win tonight. They are good friends outside the ring, so you would imagine there would be a lot of banter between the two, and Trish saying whatever you can do, I can do as well, as she snaps the suplex off on Lita this time. But punch to the gut there. That slowed Trish down a little bit, and it allows Lita to get back on the offense, showing her a bit of strength now as well, as she just drops Trish on the top buckle there. I thought she might go for the pin. She doesn't, and Trish reverses, and there's the Bulldog. That's kind of vintage Trish as well. As we go for a cover now, and Lita kicks out before the ref can even count to 1 there. Bit demoralising probably. These two are probably just sussing each other out at the moment, seeing what's in the tank, the both of them. And that's probably why we're seeing some early covers at the moment. And it appears they've still got quite a lot left. Like I said, it looked like they were in good condition, but kicking out of the pin attempts at 0 and 1 at the minute, it appears there's still quite a lot left in the tank. Beautiful clothesline from Trish there. But what a move from Lita. Obviously these two have got to know each other very well outside the ring, like I said as well, and that is a nasty drop kick there from Lita. That could be it for Trish, you know. Lita might be thinking that as well, as she's dragging her back towards the middle of the ring now. Rolls her over, and she's going for the cover again. It's 1, and it's a kick out at 1. Nice to see that this ain't gonna be no quick match by the looks of it. It was a hard, stiff kick to the spine there from Lita, but Trish just dusts that one off. And what we're gonna see here, nice leg strength from Trish there. Good core strength as well. That's one of Trish's vintage moves. Not gonna lie, completely forgotten what it's called, but we're gonna try and go for the Trish kick there. It's missed. Lita floats over into another Hurricane Rana type move there. Great move from Lita, and she's wasting no time now going to the top rope. We know how comfortable she is here, and he's going to beat the Lita, so she still has that in the locker as well. Vintage Lita. It's 1-2, and Trish shoots that shoulder off the canvas and cleverly rolls to her stomach, getting off the back there. Wow, these two women are still delivering, even all this time after. Like I said, guys, drink this in because we may never see it again. Trish starting to get a bit down and dirty there now. I told you she had that in the locker. 2 handfuls of hair to just whip Lita back down to the canvas. Clothesline from Trish now. We've got another one. She's starting to get fired up here. A little spinning heel kick there. And what we're going to see here now, she's dragged Lita back up. She's going to whip her into the corner once again, but she's a lot slower getting over to that corner this time. But again, showing that strength there, Trish, as she puts Lita on the top buckle. I know we're going to see this again. I think it may be the stratosphere that I'm not 100% on that though. The ref is miles out of position here. He's did Lita a couple of seconds there, but it might not matter. It does though. It's just a 2 count, and I've got to say the referee has probably just cost Trish a big chance there at winning the match. He was at least a second or 2 out of position there. Hard luck for Trish, but she just has to keep going. Kick to the stomach. Are we going to see a twist of fate by Lita? We have not seen that in such a long time. She's hooked her leg into 2, and Trish, to her credit, kicks out again. I thought it was over there, I'm not going to lie. Oh, stiff right hands there from Lita. Another snap suplex on the way. Just bounces off the canvas there. Lita's lining up for something big again now. Are we going to see another twist of fate maybe? She's going, no, it's a DDT this time, and she really spiked Trish down there. This could be, you know, the ref again out of position, but not as bad. It's 1, 2, and it is 3 this time. Lita gets the win. But wow, what a match that was. Lita wasn't the only winner there. We all won in that one. Stratosphere there for the 2nd time. I thought maybe that Trish had got it done, but for me the ref cost her not just the chance to potentially win, but I think he cost her the match with that 2nd, I'm going to call it the Stratosphere. But it weren't to be for Trish tonight. I'm sure there'll be no hard feelings between these two. Twist of fate there by Lita. Trish, to her credit, I thought it was done and dusted there. She'd already took the Lita salt. She kicked out of both. The DDT in the end is what gets it done. And what a match that was. These women have still got it, clearly. They can still get it done in the ring. It was a great match once again. It was a throwback. And I fully appreciated that, because like I said, we may never get to see that again. What a match that was. The main event now has a lot to live up to.
Steel cage match, and it's for the WWE Championship.
So here he comes then. It is the phenomenal AJ Styles getting his rematch just a few nights after losing the WWE title to his challenger tonight, Randy Orton. We're going back inside the steel cage one more time, and AJ has got to get this done tonight. If he doesn't, I don't know what happens to him. His record is quite miserable at the moment. He started to pick up a few wins, don't get me wrong. He's put the club back together, probably more than anything to try and help him rebuild the confidence that he lost in that first 3 weeks. But I believe his record is something like 2 and 4, maybe even 2 and 5. I'm not 100% on that. I should probably have looked before recording this. But it doesn't make for good reading, and if he loses again tonight, for me, if he does lose, he is nowhere near, I'm just going to say it now, nowhere near that title for quite a long time. He's going to have to, just like everybody else, go to the back of the queue, start rebuilding himself back up again, and it could be a while before we see AJ in the title picture. And that is the power that Randy has over him tonight. He can put a really good challenger down and send him back to the bottom of the list, and don't think that he won't know that as well. Talking of records though, Randy himself has the complete opposite going on to AJ at the moment. He's a mightily impressive 8-0. He can go to 9-0 tonight, tying him, I think, with Roman Reigns over on Raw. what a start to their Universe Mode careers both of those guys have had. Randy, though, has done it on his own. We know that Roman now has the Roman Empire at his side. He has the manager. Randy has the manager as well in the rookie Razor Rivers, but in the big moment where it matters, Razor wasn't able to be there and be a factor because of the steel cage. And we're going to have the same thing again tonight, so Orton still got it done without him. It's more of a benefit really for Razor being around Randy than Randy being around Razor. I would say that definitely. But you can see him here already with the mind games, just taking his time, making AJ think about it. He knows he owns 2 wins over Styles now. This is the 3rd match in the series, so AJ's never beaten Randy, and the more that Randy does this, just you can see the confidence oozing out of him. Like I say, just nice and calm, taking his time, letting AJ think about it. And the more AJ thinks about it, the more you have to believe that self-doubt is going to creep in. Can I beat Randy? How do I beat Randy? What happens if I lose tonight? All of that is going to be going through Styles' mind right now. You can see that he's not smiling, he's not happy, he doesn't look confident, he looks anxious to get this going. When the bell rings, you would have to say he's got enough experience, he will probably be alright, but at the moment it's probably sinking in about how much of a mammoth match this actually is for him. For Randy, if Randy loses tonight now, it's completely different for him. Yeah, he wouldn't be happy about it, but then he would have a rematch, sending this to another match between these two again. So he really, even though he's defending, it's not last chance saloon for Randy, and that's a lot less pressure than what AJ will be feeling at the moment. He looks at his title now before handing it over to the referee. We're about to lower the cage, we're about to get this one started, guys. I'm really looking forward to this. High stakes, especially for AJ Styles. And yeah, he's got it all to do tonight. And again, Orton will know that. He won't be rushing tonight. Everything he does, he'll make AJ think about it. And here we go. AJ explodes out the corner, but there you go. Randy just one step ahead of him, and it seems to have been that way the whole time that these two have been together. Let's just take it back to the very beginning. Beginning of this Universe Mode, AJ Styles started as the champion. That's what we came in with. He lost his first ever Universe Mode match to Daniel Bryan, as Randy already bringing the cage into play there. We didn't see it come into play all that much, if at all, during the pay-per-view, but it came in early there. But yeah, he lost, did AJ, his first ever Universe Mode match to Daniel Bryan. He had another match in the main event again the second week to Big E. We know he was supposed to have probably defended against Daniel Bryan, and then the mystery attacker, and we still don't know who that is, by the way, struck and got that match changed. So Big E steps in and AJ loses that week as well. And that's how it all starts between these two, because in the third week, again in the main event, Randy Orton demanded himself a match with AJ Styles, knowing that a win would put him in the title picture, just like it did with Daniel Bryan until he got took out, just like it did with Big E, but then we know he got took out a bit later as well. And no, it wasn't Randy Orton, or at least we don't think so, as Randy again brings the cage into play. It has been all Orton so far in this match. But yeah, Orton manoeuvres his way into that match and beats Styles, putting him at 0-3 in the first 3 weeks of Universe Mode. And again, Orton will know exactly what he was doing now. It was all calculated, it was all measured. He knew that these people, these wrestlers, were putting themselves in the picture for a title match, and he wanted a part of that as well. And he made sure he got it, and he got the job done. So So at this point, Styles' confidence would have been absolutely shattered. And then he goes away, beats Nakamura in the championship versus championship match, and it starts to look good for him. Week 5 or 6, I can't remember off the top of my head, as again Orton using that cage. He is, like I said, just really taking his time at the moment, making Styles think about everything. But yeah, then Styles beats Nakamura, gets his revenge against Big E, challenges Orton to a rematch to try and right that wrong as well. Orton says no, not until Money in the Bank, especially with the club on the scene now. So he challenges Styles and says, if you want something off me, I want something off you. You have to defend something, like I'm defending my undefeated streak against you, defending my win against you. So AJ agrees to it. He's manipulated almost into it because he's so desperate to prove himself. But he accepts them terms, as it's a nice reversal there from Styles. First bit of offense in this match for him now. But yeah, he accepts it in the desperation to prove himself, and he loses his title at Money in the Bank. So that's going to shatter his confidence once more. And the way this match had started, but he's doing alright here at the moment now, Styles. Losing to Randy again will have done something to the psyche and the confidence of Styles, as he's got the calf crusher on now. But Orton fights his way out of it and puts himself almost, he made a mistake there, but AJ just didn't have enough to capitalise on it. Stiff shot to the back there from Orton. Styles moves out the way but can't get out the way of the European uppercut, and it's Orton now back in control, and just look how much he slows that pace back down. So he knows at the moment, Orton, that he's in control of this match, that he's in control of his opponent mentally as well, as he just rakes that face across the top rope now, burning the eyes of Styles, and then just smashes him back down to the floor again. This has been all Randy Orton except for that one flurry. We've seen nothing of Styles, and again Orton just uses the cage there, and he doesn't go straight for the offense, he just takes that second, and we're going to see vintage Randy Orton here as he drops Styles with that draping DDT. There it is, it's opened up Styles as well. This could be all. Randy Orton now takes his time, goes for the pin. It's 1, it's 2, and Randy is saying no. That there could be a massive mistake from Orton. You don't play with the quality of opponent that Styles is like that. He's going to get something in at some point, you've got to imagine. But that is just showing the supreme confidence of Orton at the moment. Much the same way as we see Roman Reigns do over on Raw. Nice standing vertical suplex there from Orton. But it looks like to me that Orton wants to make a statement tonight, and he does want to be done with AJ once and for all. As he drops the elbow down, is he going to go for a pin now? No, he goes for more punishment, and the running stomp there from Randy. Again, just saying to the crowd, come on, I know you like what you're seeing here. And here we go now, he's running again, and it is that beautiful drop kick. Nobody does that like Randy Orton does it. And just look how much control he's in. He's really enjoying himself inside that cage at the moment, as he's just dishing out the punishment to Styles, who just cannot get back into this match. We're going for another drop kick now, and again from Randy. He could end this any time he wants, it feels like to me, but he's just not going for that at the moment. Olympic slam there. It's been a while since we've seen that move brought out, especially from Orton. But Styles there, to be fair, has fought back out of probably desperation more than anything. Drops the drop kick on Orton himself. And what we're going to see here now, are we going for a Styles clash? It looks like we are. Styles hits the Styles clash on Randy Orton. It's 1, it's 2, he's gone straight for it, and Orton kicks out at the very, very last second there. Really close from AJ. He's got to keep the pressure on now. absolutely has to keep the pressure on. You can't let Orton have another spell of dominance like he's been having. We saw the frog splash from him. Another mistake, this time from Styles for me. He hits the Styles Clash. He hits another big move. Should have gone for him because now Randy Orton has caught him mid-air. Styles can do nothing about it. He starts to lead. He's in mid-air. He's a passenger at that point, and out of nowhere we've seen an RKO, and Randy has not yet gone for the pin. In fact, he's brought Styles back up now. Again, just dishing out the punishment. Another RKO. That's probably what he was thinking. I fully expect the pin this time. And you just see it now, beautiful from Orton as Styles just exploded out to the corner. We're not going to see a pin. Oh, we are going to see a pin from Randy this time, and Styles kicks straight out. That's shocking, and that will send a very big message there to Randy Orton. Styles kicking out of the catching RKO, and then an RKO as he's bounced out the corner. But this is what you get from Randy. A lot of wrestlers there, a lot of stars would have probably lost their head at that point and started going a little bit crazy, but not Orton. He's still cool, calm and collected. He's tried the pin, it didn't work, so this time he's trying to get out of the cage, but Styles is back up, grabs the trailing leg of Randy and smashes it into the cage and pulls Orton from off the top rope. Styles is saying, no, you are not running away from me like you did at Money in the Bank. And we're going to go for the calf crusher again. If he keeps this in for long enough, Randy won't be able to climb or scale that cage. That's got to be what Styles is thinking there. But it's another RKO. Is it even going to matter at this point? That is the third, at least the third RKO we have seen in this match. And that now surely is it, as Randy is calling for the door. The referee's opening it, but wait, Styles is crawling over towards Orton. And Orton's like, no, I'm not getting out the cage like that. He wants a decisive win here tonight, does Randy, by the looks of it. And that's another drop kick right up underneath the chin of Styles, who has taken an absolute pounding in this match. The confidence of Orton in the ring seems to have gone to another level since Money in the Bank, since he won that title. Is AJ going to use the cage now? No, he's not. But he does catch Orton on the way back from the Irish whip with that swinging net breaker. This time AJ's not risking going to the top rope. Notice that there, but he took a little bit too long, and Orton is back up now. But for some reason, I don't think he expected Styles to rebound off the mat and get back onto his feet. And we're going to see another Styles clash now. Styles again rolls Orton up straight away, and it is another kick from Orton now. And he's bleeding now as well. I think that's both of these men have spilt blood during this match. How much more can either of them take, as Styles there just stamps on Orton as he starts crawling into the small of the back that time. That looked measured from AJ, just as did that knee. Straight into the face after he's seen Randy opened up. And now he puts the leg scissors on the neck, and he's going to drive the elbow into that cut as well. We've seen the vicious side of AJ being brought out by Orton here. Kick to the spine, elbow to the chest, and Styles now, for the first time really in this match, is starting to build some real momentum. And he drop kicks Orton himself this time. The exchange drop kicks quite a lot during this match. AJ is starting, he's starting to feel that sense of urgency in this match now. It's like it's dawned on him. I can be Orton. I have to be Orton. And he's performing well now. He could be Orton the way that he's going. That's a nice clothesline there from him. Where's he going now? What's he thinking, AJ? He's going for something big here. We could once again see the third Styles clash. It looks like we're going to. Can he hit it for the third time in this match? He can indeed. Orton suffers his third Styles clash. That's 3 finishes apiece in this one. And AJ wisely is going to start climbing the cage, and he's chose the wall that's furthest away from Orton. Clever there from AJ as he's just playing around now. You've got to imagine he's extremely fatigued at this point. He's got blood in his eyes. He's been bleeding for quite a while now, has AJ. But I get the feeling it could be over here. Although Randy is getting to his knee quicker than AJ's climbing. AJ doesn't know he's there. And Orton pulls that foot out of the hole that AJ finally found. Styles is looking at Orton now and goes for the double axe handle, misses. Randy misses the clothesline as well, as we are in the deep waters, and it's only a few days from the first time that these two guys did this. To start trading, Orton gets the better of the exchange there, lands another drop kick to retake control of this match, and it is anybody's match at this point. Orton again using the cage. That's something he's done a lot better than what Styles has done in this match, and just snaps that neck straight over the top rope there. The sick side of Randy coming out now as well. The cage will do that to almost anybody. You have got to switch from trying to win a match to surviving in this environment, as Orton drops AJ Styles on the head once again with that DDT, and now Orton's not playing around this time. He's gone for the DDT, he's gone for the combination of moves that have served him so well over the years. The draping DDT into the RKO. Styles never sees it coming, and that is surely now that. And Randy is asking for that door to be opened once again, but again Styles pulls himself up and just will not stop fighting in this one. This time it's a standing drop kick from Orton, and he's going back to that door once again. I think he's done and dusted, but again Styles pulls himself to his feet. This is amazing from AJ. He's showing so much heart here. Again, the European uppercut from Orton. He's showing so much heart, AJ, but he's got to start pouring offense with it as well. Randy's really took control of this match once again. He's going into his third spell of sheer dominance at this point. AJ Styles so banged up, and again, no, he doesn't use the cage this time. They just actually run into each other, and this time Orton says, yes, I am going to use the cage to my advantage. Neither of these two are in good shape at this point, and Orton again into the cage, just not letting up now on AJ. He drags him back to his feet once again, and here we go now into the side wall this time, and that sick sadistic part of Randy Orton, probably after seeing his own blood as well. He's now at the forefront, as again that's all four walls of the cage. He's just bounced AJ off, and then European uppercuts him, and the back of AJ grates along the fencing of that cage. Orton has got this match completely in his control now, as he goes for another European uppercut, a really hard, vicious, sudden strike this time. Chops AJ back down. He's just trying to wipe that blood out of his eyes now, is Orton. And a straight right into the forehead of AJ, opening that cut up even more. He's got nothing left at this point, Styles, nothing left at all, as he's draped over the second rope. Once again, DDT again. That's 3 or 4 now that Styles has suffered during this match. And is Orton just going to end this now or not? AJ gets up again after Orton misses a stomp, and somewhere out of nowhere AJ gets some offense going, spinning clothesline, and all of a sudden AJ's right back in this one. It's been unbelievable back and forward swings of momentum in this match. The football kick there to the spine from AJ. Enzuigiri now. Is this desperation or is this urgency? Whatever it is, AJ's tapped into something, and he's got himself another win here. Going for the armbar. Orton's probably not going to tap. There's been no work done on the arm for AJ. Orton slides out and just he's laying waste to that face and that cut. And out of nowhere, RKO. That has to be that now. Surely he doesn't get up from this one. Orton's not going for the door, he's not going for the climb, he's going to try the pin this time, and he gets it done. What a match that was, back and forth all the way. Absolutely brutal cage match, much better actually I think than the one from Money in the Bank. You guys let me know what you thought about the style that match was done in, and whether you'd like to see things like that again. I just want to make sure that you know that this match was as random as the two fighting each other. I flipped a coin before playing this match out to see who it was that was going to win. Styles unfortunately come up on the wrong end of Randy's wrath tonight, and Orton has wiped that blood clean and is about to collect his WWE title. He's still champion in Universe Mode, but he's bleeding that badly that even though you just saw him wipe that away, he's covered in blood once again. It will not stop bleeding. He needs to get to the back. So does Styles. We might not see these for a few weeks now, you know, because that was a brutal match. But Randy Orton comes out on top once again, still unbeaten, still champion, and at the moment you've got to say looking in great form. But going into SummerSlam now is a really unique dynamic, as he now has to face his student at SummerSlam. What's Orton doing here? There's a chair lying outside the ring, and he's not finished as he just drives it into the midsection of Styles, into the back as well. AJ's defenseless at this point, and Orton has just lost it completely, just laying waste to AJ Styles, who's completely defenseless at this point. And what's Orton got in mind now? He's going to just give him one more shot to the head, this time with the stairs. And what is this on the Titantron? I am Max Rage. You won't know me, you won't have seen me on this show yet because I have not been given the opportunity. Well, let me tell you something right now. There is one person on this roster who knows exactly who I am. He'll know exactly why I'm here, and he will know that he has dodged a bullet tonight because of this BS trade that has gone on. I know I'm not supposed to say anything. I got the call last week, so I had to show up this week. I am being moved over to Raw, which is complete and utter crap. Coming the other way is Dean Ambrose. I know I'm not supposed to mention anything, but at this point I do not care. I've came for one reason only to this Universe Mode, and that has at the moment been taken away from me. But the guy that I'm talking about, know this. Just because I've been traded away and you've dodged a bullet tonight, what you started is not over. I will wait. I've waited years and years and years for this opportunity, and I'll wait some more. You do not get to get away with what you have done. Get this camera off me, jackass, and end the show. Well guys, that apparently is Max Rage, but that is going to do it for this episode tonight. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, please let me know. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.